You talked about the problem with special interest groups and influence and things like that. And you look at Vallejo, it's a very diverse city. We've got all kinds of people, all colors, different faiths, different groups and things like that. So what I wanted to bring up and ask you and just try to have an open discussion about, now you're part of the Vallejo Faith Organization.
I am.
Okay. And it's no secret that there's been tension between the gay community and the Vallejo Faith Organization and some of the different positions. So I wanted to see if we could talk about that a little bit, if that's okay with you, and maybe build some bridges and try to gain some understanding. There has also been some issues brought up about the ITN and Harvest Evangelism and Ed Silvoso and some of his activities in Uganda. So I wanted to get your thought, because as a council member and a man of faith, obviously we have a gay community in Vallejo as well. And I wanted to see what your thoughts are and how you would represent the gay members of our community as well, because they're part of the constituency. So give me your thoughts about.
Let me tell you one thing. Gay, straight, whatever, we are created by one God. They choose to live their lifestyle. I choose to live my lifestyle. It's left for them to take what they believe. I may not like what they are doing. I need to love them. What counts most is love, not likeness. I may not like you, but I need to love you for who you are and what you are and your belief. That's what understand me. I am married. I love to be married. They are gay. They love to be lesbian or gay. Whatever they choose is their own standard. But one thing we should look into: gay, lesbian, or straight. How do we live our life? One thing I believe is, if everybody become gay, do you believe the population of America will be reduced?
Well, I mean, that's not going to happen.
No, it will. Take an example. Some countries in Europe are looking for population because they refuse to have children. They are not gay or lesbian, but they refuse to have children. Some people, I even say, the more children you have, the more money they give.
Well, gay people have families too.
No, okay. I know gay people have family, but to produce, no man and woman produce their family. Somebody else produce those children. But can two women produce a child?
Well, yeah, I mean, in a sense,
How?
There's adoption. There's
I don't want to talk about
insemination.
what is supposed to be until,
Yeah.
Let's forget about adoptions.
Yeah.
Can a man and a man produce a child?
Not without intervention, obviously, no.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Can a woman and a woman produce a child?
No, of course not.
Thank you. But if we all start becoming gay and lesbian, our population will increase. We will be overthrown.
I don't think there's any risk of
there's a risk.
Population collapse.
No,
because
it is a risk. Really? You know why? I will tell you there's a risk. It might not be in our generations. The generation to come.
I mean, why would you think that everybody is going to become gay?
No. I did not say everybody going to become gay.
Right, but
I say if everybody become gay and lesbian,
right,
and we start stopping having children, where do we have children to adopt? There will be none.
Yeah, but it's kind of a moot point because it's never going to happen.
No, but
it's a hypothetical.
It's a good excuse. It will not happen, but it can happen. Let's say I'm giving an example.
But we're basically
let me give an example. Now. In a family, a man has 5 children, and the father, before he died, he said, "I want my legacy to remain on earth." We have only one legacy: the name of the family. Not the home you build, not the car you have, the money, the name of the family to remain. Say those family become gay and lesbian and all die, the family is eradicated. Yes or no?
Well, I mean, it's kind of a moot point, really. I mean, to be honest.
Yes, it's a good point.
No, it's a moot point.
In other words,
it's
a dumb point.
It's a point that has no
basis.
It has no basis. It has no relevance, really.
It will.
I mean, there have been for basically a long time, maybe like since forever. There have been gay people.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. Gay does not start right now. Do you know where gay started?
Where?
From the Bible. In the city of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Mm-hmm.
Gay has been there.
Yeah, I think gay people have been part of humanity for ever.
They choose to be like that.
Well,
but we have who call themselves gay and lesbian, still having children.
See, but I have a question for you. Yeah. Have you had many gay friends?
A lot.
You have a lot.
Oh yeah, and I have lesbian girlfriend, a lesbian friend too.
And I do too. And when you say they choose, that's one of the areas where there's a divergence of opinion because. I have many gay friends and lesbian friends, and every one of them I've spoken to,
mm-hmm.
It's not a choice.
It's what?
To be who they are, it's not a choice. That's who they are. In other words, they didn't wake up one day and said, I'm going to be gay.
Yeah.
In other words, I know gay
What
guys,
led them to it?
I know gay guys who said, I knew I was different when I was 7 years old or 6 years old, and I have to take their word for it. Their word for it.
Okay.
And I've never met a gay person who said, I woke up one day and just decided I was going to be gay.
I disagree.
In other words, people come out and they say, okay, I'm gay, for example, right?
Mm-hmm.
But many people that I've talked to, there's a point when they come out, but that is who they are.
Okay, I met a gay lady,
mm-hmm.
a lesbian lady. He has 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good friend of mine. I said, why do you choose that life? You know what he told me? Security. He said, I belong to a group of people who you cannot touch. I said, do you think so? I said, why? Why can you not be touched? I'm going to say, you did. I said, I don't think so. When you do something, they're going to fire you where you are.
They're going to what?
They're going to fire her where she's working. He thought he belonged to a group. He said he belonged to a group of people where people cannot touch.
Oh, so because
he's taking an advantage.
To be a protected class.
Yeah, protected class.
Right.
I said, that is wrong. You don't do wrong because you are a lesbian. You feel they can't fire you.
Right.
They will fire you.
Well, I mean, there are always going to be people that take advantage of one position or another.
Thank you. And he has 2 children. And I watched a TV program. A lady said, I hate guys. I hate guys. Why was he saying he hate guys? Why? The reason is he has been cheated on. He said, I prefer to remain a lesbian. Even though you are a lesbian, will the lesbian girlfriend will not cheat on you? There's cheating everywhere.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
the
mentality has anything to do with
is so low that they don't reach.
I don't understand what you're saying. I
said the mentality of the guy is so low because a guy cheat on him, she want to become a lesbian. Will the lesbian not cheat on you?
Well, I think you're talking about a specific case, and I don't know that person, but a lot of my gay friends who are in long-term committed relationships, quite honestly, and I say this with all sincerity, have been in committed. I mean, I know a number of gay couples who have been in many, many years-long committed monogamous relationships.
Good.
So, I mean, more so than a lot of my heterosexual friends. Okay. I mean, a lot of my heterosexual friends have been divorced, people have been separated, things didn't work out, they go through relationships, and I honestly can count a bunch of gay couples that I know in Vallejo who have been together and committed long term. So
yeah,
I think everybody when they're young, everybody I think might have a time when they're experimenting, or maybe a little more?
No, I don't believe it. I know why.
Yeah.
I will explain to you.
Mm-hmm.
God, who created man, created every individual in his own image. Be you woman, that is the image of God you are.
Right.
Be you a man, that is the image of God you are. God never make a mistake. He's a perfect God. When he creates a woman, he creates her perfect to be a woman.
Right.
When he creates a man, he creates the woman to be perfect to be a man. He does not make a mistake. Oh, I created you. Oh, you're supposed to be a woman. I have never read it in my Bible. God is a perfect and handsome God.
Right. Well, then gay people must be part of his design.
Yes.
Right?
Gay is part of God's design. Good. But their belief and my belief as gay and straight are quite different.
I agree.
And they may, let me tell you one thing. Being a gay does not mean you are going to hell. I will tell you the truth.
All right.
Being straight does not mean you are going to heaven. It's your relationship with Christ.
Okay.
That's what matters.
Right.
What are your relationship with God?